girl, hey, it's Nita and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is nitadanielle and on this channel we focus on fashion, beauty, lifestyle, motherhood, and everything in between. So if you enjoy those topics, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. So today I'm here to share with you guys a highly requested and anticipated wide calf boot haul. I did one of these probably about 3 years ago now. You guys love that video and have requested one every year since. And I just hadn't purchased any wide calf boots because I just don't need any more boots. But I mean, who needs more shoes, right? I love shoes, so I can always buy more. So I did go ahead and pick up, I have, I think, 6 pair of boots to share with you guys today. Now, in addition to the 6 boots that I am going to share with you guys, I did put together a full comprehensive list of wide calf boot options in the description box down below. We have flat boots, we have low heel, we have high heel, all of that kind of stuff, you guys, in the description box down below. So make sure you check that out, and I will have them sectioned by like flat boots, you know, kitten heel boots, high heel boots, all of that. So there will be something for everyone, you know, to suit your preference. Of course, these items that I'm sharing with you guys are my personal preference to add to the collection with what I already have. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into today's video. All right, you guys, so 3 pair of the boots that I'm going to share with you guys today, I did purchase from Vince Camuto. I love Vince Camuto, the brand. Their shoes are very well made. They're always super comfortable. Now, they can get a little pricey, but that's because Vince Camuto shoes, the majority of the shoes that I have from them are full leather, and leather is a little pricey. So, yeah, another thing that I do want to note, the majority of the boots that I have, they did come in a wide calf option and an extra wide calf option, which I do love. Now, my calves, one of them is a little bigger than the other one. One is a 16-inch circumference and the other is a 16 and like almost 16.5-inch circumference. So just want to put that out there for reference. And if you have not measured your calves, if you're a wide calf girly, you need to measure your calves, because I have learned that every wide calf boot is not created equally, meaning some websites, their wide calf option will be like a 14-inch circumference, 15-inch circumference, 18-inch circumference in some places. So you need to measure your calves so that you can know and read to see what boot will fit you, because I have had an experience where I've ordered wide calf boots and they don't fit, and I have had experiences where I've ordered wide calf boots and they are actually a bit too wide and it looks weird. So just for reference, you do want to go ahead and measure your calves. Also, just another little note, just because you're plus size, that does not mean you will have a wide calf. Non-plus size people have wide calves. Some plus size people do not have wide calves. The width of your calf has nothing to do with your size per se. It just has to do with the width of your calf, if that makes any sense. Now that we got that out the way, let's get into the haul. So this first pair of shoes from Vince Camuto is my personal favorite. And it is these gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous purple boots, y'all. When I saw these, I had to have them, okay? I was like, are they available in wide calf? Absolutely, I'm gonna go ahead and order it. Now, I do believe, again, that these are available in wide calf and extra wide calf. I did get wide calf because according to the circumference, this would fit, and they actually do fit nicely. As you will see in the cutaway, I do have them on with jeans. I can wear them with jeans, and they are just fine. They're comfortable. They do have, you know, a bit of a heel on them, but it's not too bad. They're very comfortable. These are full leather. It smells like leather, actually. Like, you can smell the fresh leather. It has a fresh leather scent, and these are just a beautiful boot. Like, this is, when you wear this boot when you're that girl, okay? This is not for the plain Jane. No shade, nothing against the plain Jane. Everyone has their personal preference of styles. But this is for the girl who is like, hey, I'm here. Because they're going to be looking at you with these purple Barney boots on. That's what it's giving me as I'm looking at it. As I'm looking at it on camera, I'm like, it's very much giving Barney is a dinosaur of our imagination. But I love it. Let me know. Y'all. Let me know in the comments down below if it was giving you that. But that's what it's giving me, but in the best way possible. A fashionable Barney, okay? It's so cute. I love these. Highly recommend. 10 out of 10. They do come in a variety of different colors, so if you're not into purple, they have, I want to say they had these in black, they had cognac, I want to say like a tan and cream. I'll leave the options in the description box down below. You can check it out. So if you're not into purple, they have other options, but it's giving a fashionable Barney, and I like it. All right, y'all, so these next pair of boots, I love them. They are these beautiful cognac color shark Givenchy inspired boots. They're not an exact dupe. I know for sure that the Givenchy doesn't have the bow in the back, but it kind of gives the same vibe if you're into those boots. In full transparency, I'm not really a shark boot girl. I've never really cared for it, but I've seen so many people do dupe videos on them, and like, I know that style of boot is on trend right now, so that's what got me to try these out, just to try them for you guys. But when I put them on, I actually kind of fell in love with them, okay? These do come in this really nice, pretty cognac color, and they do also come in black. Now, I don't know if they offer more options in the non-wide calf option if you're not a wide calf girly, because I know everyone here is probably not a wide calf girly. They may have more options as far as colors, but I know for sure wide calf was just these in black. So, like I said, I wasn't really into it when I ordered it. I just ordered it to try for y'all. But now that I've tried them on, I actually am interested in possibly getting the black color. Now, what I will say about these boots, and most boots that you guys will see on me, all of them are creasing and they're a little crinkly around the ankle. That's because I'm short and I have short legs. That has nothing to do with the boots. It has nothing to do with the fit. I just have a very short leg. So any boot that I purchase, if it's not a booty or an ankle boot, it's gonna be too long for my legs, if that makes any sense. So they will kind of scrunch down because my legs are just not long. I'm 5'2", and not just am I 5'2", I just have short legs. I'm just short. I'm just a short girl all around. Y'all know I always tell y'all I have to have all of my jeans tailored because I'm short. I gotta have blazers tailored because I'm short. And boots are just gonna be too long and they're gonna crinkle because I have short legs, okay? So if you are a taller beauty, or maybe you just have longer legs, they will not crease on you. But if you're shorter, if you have shorter legs, they are gonna crease just because I just have a short leg, so the boot has nowhere to go. So I did just wanna note that if you're wondering why is it crinkling, it's crinkling because my legs are just short, and that's just a part of me being me. But yeah, outside of that, these are really cute boots and I like them. So glad I picked them up because I was surprised that I actually did like these. I wasn't really into this type of boot before I actually tried it for myself. So the next boots that I am going to share with you guys are from a brand called Dolce Vita, and these were gifted. They did send me these, and before they even reached out for gifting, I did have a couple of these actually sitting in my cart because I was trying to do a wide calf boot roundup for you guys and just trying to figure out what I was going to order to share in a haul with you guys. So they did reach out to gift me these, and I love them. These are very comfortable, by the way. They are these taupe colored suede over the knee boots. Well, not over the knee, sorry. These are just wide calf boots. They don't go over the knee. And I really like these. Like I said, the first thing I would note about these boots that they are actually very, very comfortable. It does feature a chunky heel, a very chunky block heel, and it does also feature a kind of like a square toe. And I also love the fact that these wide calf boots, as you can see, I do have them on with jeans. I can zip them all the way up. They do feature a little bit of an elastic on the inside just to kind of give it that extra room for you to be able to zip it all the way up. And I do also really like that. So I've never tried, I have one pair of shoes from the brand, but I never tried their wide calf boots. I did find them though when I was just kind of doing my Google searching to see who had wide calf boots, what options they had. And like I said, I did have this and another pair of boots. They were a cognac color pair of boots in my cart, but I didn't get those because I ended up getting these from Vince Camuto, and I didn't want to get two pair of the same color boots when I didn't need any, for real. So I did go ahead and again, they gifted me these, so I just went with these. They are really nice. I would highly recommend, so I'll have them linked down below. Again, this is a great option for my girlies who want a comfortable boot. Again, if you're not a heel girl, or if you want a comfortable heel, these are very comfortable. Oh, one thing I do want to note, if you have a wider foot, I don't know about these. I always say I have a fat foot. I don't wear wide width shoes. Wide width shoes are a little too big, but I can't fit certain regular shoes, if that makes any sense. So I feel like I'm kind of somewhere in the middle, and these are a little bit snug in here. So what I would say is you may want to size up like a half size. I typically always size up a half size in my boots. I can really wear like an 8.5, but I always do a 9 in my boots to make sure that I'm comfortable and I have room. These are a little snug. So I would just say if you're a wide width shoe girly, you may want to opt out of these, or I would just say to size up a half size and try it out just to give yourself a little bit more room. So the next two pair of boots that I'm going to share with you guys do not work for me personally, but they will work for someone. These first pair of boots are from Lane Bryant. We know Lane Bryant does a wide calf boot like no other, okay? So I went ahead and got these because I did actually need a pair of dark chocolate boots. I don't have a pair, so I did go ahead and pick these up. They have a very low heel, comfortable heel. You guys know I love a little stiletto, honey. And they do have a pointed toe. Now, the reason these boots don't work for me is just because they are too wide in the calf. I think these are an 18-inch circumference. And although it does have a little bit of stretch here, you can see it has a little bit of stretch right where the zipper is in the boot, which will allow for it to stretch. It just is too wide in this area for me, and it just looks weird. So for that reason, these just don't work for me because it just looks odd, and I don't want the boots to just, it's kind of giving, you know how rain boots are like wide at the calf, and a rain boot is supposed to look like that. I feel like this is just not supposed to look like a rain boot, honey. So that's the reason why it does not work for me. But again, there are my babes out there who need an 18-inch circumference, maybe a 20-inch circumference. This is going to work for you, okay? I just wish that Lane Bryant had an option for boots like this, where maybe the whole back was like stretchy or something. I don't know. Anyway, everything ain't for everybody, and that's okay. But I did want to go ahead and share with you guys these and mention them. If you have an 18-inch circumference or higher even, these will work. And like I said, they would definitely fit wider because they have that elastic here. And they look really nice. So the next pair of boots I'm going to share with you guys are from Amazon. I have been searching Amazon high and low to find some nice wide calf boot options. Number one, because we have Amazon Prime, it comes really quickly. Also because a lot of times the price point will be, you know, more of an inexpensive option of boots, because a lot of the wide calf boots that I have found can be a little on the pricier side. So depending on your budget, I did want to find a more affordable and budget-friendly option for boots. And y'all know I love Amazon anyway. So I went ahead and I came across these boots. These are some over-the-knee boots. They are stretch boots. And then I also wanted to share them with you guys because they have a very low heel. And again, I know everyone is not into heels, or you may want a comfortable heel option. So this does have a very short heel, and it is, you know, kind of chunky as well. It does also feature an almond toe, and then it does feature this zipper in the back. Little short zipper to go ahead and get your foot in the boot. Now, this boot does not work for me. Why, you may ask? Number one, the boot itself is a very stretchy boot. I was able to get the boot up to my knee. However, baby, my thigh was not going in this boot, honey. My thigh was not going in this boot. I have really big thighs, and so it just was not fitting. And if I don't know if you guys can tell just how tall this boot is. I already shared with you guys I have very short legs. I'm a short girly, so I cannot do these stretchy over the knee boots, the boots that go up to the thigh. If a boot goes up to my thigh, it has to be a big opening for these thighs, okay? All right, so this will fit a wide calf girly and a thick thigh girly, but only so thick. So again, I did want to leave these for you guys. Again, this will suit some of you girlies out there. It just does not work for me, but this is a nice wide calf boot option because this entire part is stretchy. But yet again, depending on how thick your thighs are, this may or may not work for you. But I'll have it linked down below. You guys can check it out and read the description. And again, you know, depending on how thick the thighs are, you may or may not be able to get into these, but I was not. All right, so this last pair of boots is another pair that is for the girl who wants to show up and show out, okay? It is these over-the-knee boots. I don't know what this material is called. It is made up of leather on the inside. Yeah, it's leather upper, okay? And then it's this, what is this fabric called? I don't know what this fabric is called, but honey, she's just giving. I don't know what she's giving, but she's giving. This is a boot, okay? This is a boot. Now, I did get these in extra wide calf, and I did that because I have really big thighs, and I knew that these would come up to my thigh because, again, I am short. So boots that on an average person would hit the knee or go a little bit above the knee, I already know it's gonna come up to my mid-thigh, okay? And if that's the case, I wanted to go ahead and try out the extra wide calf boot because my thighs are big, and I wanted to make sure that it had room to go over my thigh if it came up that far. And it definitely is a a thigh-high boot for me. Again, I'm 5'2", so if you're taller, it may not come up that high on you, but it does on me. So I did get the extra wide calf, and it fits really nicely. I do want to note that it does have this opening in the back, which I love that when it has that opening for us, you know, thick-thighed girlies. It does have a little zipper on the side here, and I do want to note with these boots, you do get a thicker, chunkier heel, and it is shorter than a lot of the other boots that I have shared with you guys today. It's a chunkier, shorter heel. This boot is also a super sharp pointed toe. So yeah, this is a boot, okay? This is a boot, but I do love the heel on it. It's very comfortable. All of the boots are very comfortable, but if you're not a heel girly, these are a very comfortable option. These do come in a wide variety of colors. I can't recall off the top of my head a lot of the colors, but again, you guys already know the link will be down below so you can check them out. Yeah, I'm so glad I got these. I cannot wait to style them up and wear them with a cute little skirt, honey. Yes, be on the lookout. You'll see these in some styling videos coming soon. All right, babes, so that concludes today's wide calf boot video. Leave a comment down below and let me know what was your favorite pair of boots, what you would rock. Let me know how y'all felt about my Barney purple boots. I love them, okay? So when you see me with my Barney purple boots, just don't be no hater, okay? Don't be no hater. Just be like, she looks good. She looks good in her Barney purple, but it's fine. Anyway, I will have all of the boots that I share with you guys in the description box down below. Also, make sure you check the description box below for other boots that I did source for you guys, because again, I cannot buy everything, but I did buy what I thought you guys would like, and of course, what would suit my wardrobe, since I have all these things here. But yeah, I do again have options for, you know, flat boots, low-heeled boots, high-heeled boots, a little bit of something for everyone. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, make sure you're following me on Instagram at @nitadanielle, TikTok nitadanielle, and make sure you join the text community. I will leave the number here where we send our monthly lookbook to you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you more than you know, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.